Hello, my name is Jesse, and I have been doing serious cold training for over 5 years on a regular basis. Today we're going to be talking about doing a frost walk. That is my name, trademark, frostwalk. But this is basically any kind of a walk out in the snow, in frost, in ice, any kind of very, very cold conditions. And this is something that more and more people are doing these days because cold training is becoming more popular. And because of that, more and more people are having terrible, terrible reactions, and they're just having all kinds of suffering. And they reach out to me and they're like, I do breath work and I do these things. Why did I get frostbite, or why did I get chilblains? So today we're going to be talking about some safety measures to keep in mind whenever you decide to go out and do your first frost walks. So first and foremost, a safety, just a safety warning. There are very few benefits, very few health benefits, I should say, to walking barefoot in the snow or in the ice. So this is not something that you have to ever consider doing if you want to be a cold trainer and have a longer, healthier life as a result. This is something that there's a greater danger to doing than a cold shower or an ice bath. So it's something to approach with some real care. Also, I do have an ebook about cold training. I give you advice about how to go from your first cold shower to walking in the snow to swimming in, freezing water. So if you're interested in this, take a look for a more in-depth explanation. But today we're going to talk about some things to keep in mind when you go on your first frost walk. The first thing, first and foremost, is to never do this in a way that you're putting yourself in danger. So that means if you're going to do this, just think, I'm going to walk a little bit in my yard and I'm going to walk a little bit back. It's not like I'm going to put myself in a situation where I've walked really, really far and now have to do that entire distance back. We're just kind of having a taste. We're not trying to do anything unsafe, and we always have an escape plan. So don't get too far away from a place where you can warm up, okay? So that is the first thing, and we call that a controlled situation. We always want to be in a controlled situation as opposed to something where it's uncontrolled, and if anything goes wrong, then you're totally screwed. Secondly, the best way to prepare for a frost walk is to be a barefoot walker all year round. Okay, so many people think that walking on the snow has more to do with the cold than anything else. And yes, the cold is an element, but it's 50% cold and it's 50% how tough are your feet? How good of circulation do you have in your feet? So if you're a person who constantly stuffs your feet into socks and shoes all year round, and then suddenly it's like, hey, I'm gonna go out on this frost walk today, you're going to have a lot more trouble than a person who's going barefoot year round, even in the warm temperatures. You gotta remember, a lot of this has to do with how healthy is the organ that you're putting in the snow, right? How healthy of circulation do you have for that foot? How tough is that foot? So toughen up your feet year round if you want to be prepared to do frost walking whenever it's cold. Another thing we want to think about is the duration. And it's so sad because every time I post me doing a frost walk on Instagram or TikTok or on YouTube, I always get this question, how far did you go? And I understand to some degree where this question is coming from, but just think about this. Where that question really does come from. It's from a position of ego and competition. It's from, thumping your chest and saying, oh, I walked further than you walked. And that is the worst attitude that you can have in this situation. So when it comes to frost walking, you never ever want to make it into something where it's like, I'm going to challenge myself to walk a mile or some insane distance. It is about listening to yourself. That's the challenge. I don't really care about somebody who, okay, I'm gonna just grit my teeth and go this distance. What I really respect is, can I listen to my body? Am I present in this moment? I don't know how many times people reach out to me or they've posted on websites or message boards. I went for a mile or half a mile or just a quarter mile walk in bare feet, and I thought I was impervious. I do this breathwork technique, I do the mindset, I do meditation and all these other things. And then I had frostbite and I'm, permanent tissue damage on my feet. And the thing is, you have to understand, you have to respect your body. This is not about disrespecting your body and saying, no, you have to do what I say. This is about respecting your physiology It's about pushing yourself out of the comfort zone, but not out of a safety zone. So when you go out, whenever you decide to do this, take a look. Take a look at the snow, take a look at the ice, take a look at the frost with your bare feet before you even take that first step, and just acknowledge how amazing you are for just trying this. This is something most people would call crazy because they're afraid to even try. That's what we do as humans. We call things crazy when we're afraid to try things. But you're doing it. You're about to do that. Acknowledge that, celebrate that. And then here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna take your first step, and then you're gonna take your second step. And with every step, you're going to have awareness. With every step, you're going to be present with those feet. You're going to be present in the moment. And you need to be listening to those feet. They will tell you when it's time to get back into the warm and to recover, okay? So what's gonna happen, you'll do some walking in the snow, and eventually you will feel some pain, okay? That is your feet saying, okay, it's time, take me back inside. And so when that happens, you go back into the warmth, you dry off your feet, you fully let your feet recover. You don't just shove your feet into shoes or socks. You let them be just kind of dry out. And if you want to, you can put them in warm water. It's totally fine to do that. You're not gonna hurt any benefits or anything like that. Don't put them into scalding hot water or any kind of extreme, but if you wanna put them into warm water, it's okay. All right? And then guess what? You can do it again because you haven't hurt your body. You haven't harmed your feet. What morons will do, and there's a lot of morons out there, maybe I've been one of them because I have had chilblains before, which is no fun. So far I've never had frostbite, but chilblains is no fun. So what a moron will do is say, okay, I'm in control. I'm at one, I'm zen. So I'm going to be out there for longer than what is safe. And I'm gonna go out there whenever I start to feel pain in my feet, I'm going to shut it out. I'm gonna grip my teeth and bear it. I'm gonna keep walking. And what happens is, your body will actually shut down the circulation to your feet and they'll go numb. And the moron says, haha, I am a master. I have created heat in my feet and I don't even feel any cold down there. I am amazing. And guess what? Then your feet might start to burn. And then the moron says, haha, see, I have created this great inner heat and this passion of fire has gone down into my feet and I am a master of awesomeness. And then they'll start walking around and then they'll think, wow, I'm amazing. And they'll be doing this the whole time, inflating their ego. And then eventually they'll go back inside, probably say namaste and get into a lotus position and feel amazing about themselves. And a few hours later, they're gonna be in terrible pain and they're gonna have most likely frostbite, chilblains, whatever, probably some permanent damage for the rest of their life because they didn't listen to their body. So don't be a moron. Listen to your body. It's not about bragging rights. Simply doing it is a major thing to be celebrated. Now, after a while, your feet will get more acclimated to this and you will be able to walk further and you'll be able to stay in the snow longer. That's great. But never, I don't care how long you've been doing it, never push yourself beyond the point of pain. When that pain happens, that's when you go back inside. And even just doing this, there's no guarantee that you're not gonna have chilblains, okay? That's the irritation of some of the blood vessels in your feet. You might have that and it sucks. I've had that before. And there's no guarantee that you won't get frostbite. So those are dangers that exist. That's why we listen to the body. I do invite you to challenge yourself to cross the threshold of fear and get out there and try it. It's a fantastic experience and really the feeling of snow under your feet is really a satisfying feeling to kind of be enjoyed. And I would love if you guys sent me some videos on Instagram or tag me on Instagram or tag me on TikTok or Facebook or whatever. Just let me know, hey, look, here's my frost walk, all right? I don't wanna see people going for a mile, but I wanna see you getting out there. Lastly, the song, okay? This is my song. I wrote a song for Frostwalk. It's Frostwalk. You gotta get out and walk. Frostwalk. You gotta get out and walk. Frostwalk. Let me tell you, you gotta feel that frostwalk. Make it fun. It doesn't have to be a serious thing. Make it fun. Celebrate your life. Celebrate your body. Celebrate the audacity of this moment and enjoy yourself. Guys, thanks so much for watching. Go enjoy a frostwalk. And don't forget to go out there and be kind to one another.